Quality is everything, and quality is created in the vineyard. I know that's a truism, but it's something I've believed all my working life. We have our 3 very distinguished sites. They've just graduated from distinguished sites to very distinguished sites today. At 350 metres above sea level and just 8 kilometres from the Great Southern Ocean, our new vineyard down on the Fleurieu Peninsula, Foggy Hill, which is a very cool and damp site, perfect for Pinot Noir. It's now a mature vineyard and it's beginning to show its very best. We travel further south by another 3.5 hours down to Rattonbully, which sounds like an English pub, and there we have the Whalebone Vineyard, so called because underneath there's a huge cave with the complete skeleton of a 34 million year old whale. It has lovely red Terra Rossa over limestone, and it was planted in 1974, so it's an old vineyard. And it was planted to Cabernet Franc, Merlot, and it's incrementally every year increasing in quality ever so slowly, as happens with vines at that great age. Here in the Piccadilly Valley, the Thiers Vineyard is on a northeastern facing slope in a completely enclosed location, like a classic French clos, only they enclose theirs with stone and we've enclosed ours with trees. It has the climate of the south of Burgundy, where the great white wines of Burgundy are grown, and therefore you'd expect it to grow great Chardonnay, and it does. That's, I have to admit, my sentimental favourite, because it is the first. I've watched it day by day, month by month, year by year. It is an incredibly well-credentialed and beautiful vineyard. You might have noticed that I've talked about vineyard and vine and not about winemaking. The reason for that is that viticulture, the vine, the vineyard, dominate my thoughts. I know when I get the fruit into the winery, I know we're not going to mess it up. We are reluctant to impose on those grapes, on the wine being made from those grapes, any outside characters. It's non-intervention winemaking. It's winemaking that is sympathetic with the grapes that we receive from our wonderful vineyards. And our aim is to allow the purity of that vineyard quality, that vineyard fruit, to shine through the finished wine. I would be happiest if a consumer said to me, "I've just had one of your wines and I could actually taste the site. I could imagine it and understand what those grapes tasted like, and that now that's reflected in this wine." I feel privileged to have those 3 vineyards, all with their own idiosyncrasies, each with its own set of varieties and wine style, just the perfect clay to work with in terms of making some of the world's best wines, which has always been my ambition. It has been a journey, and a journey I wouldn't swap with anybody else doing anything in the world. It's been a very eventful and a lovely journey, culminating in the whole Croser family coalescing in the Piccadilly Valley and intrinsically interested in what goes on down here in the winery. That, to Anne and me, is a very satisfying thing. And they understand perfectly what the mission is. And the mission is all about quality. It is now truly a family business, and I would hope it remains that way beyond the time I've taken my last sip.